Hey, how's it going, everybody? BurntBrian here, and today I've got another really special beer from Bell's Brewing. So, come along and catch a buzz with me. So just about every time I'm getting ready to leave my favorite local craft beer store, my friend that works there says, "Hey, have you tried this beer?" And I go, "No, I have to spend more money." But I always end up with something pretty amazing, which is why I have this beer here in my hand. What we're looking at today is a very special beer from Bell's Brewing Company out of Comstock, Michigan. This is their Black Note Stout, and this is the 2016 version. It says on the back here, Bell's Black Note is a malty harmony of dark chocolate espresso and dried fruit notes, aged in freshly retired oak bourbon barrels. Aimed squarely at stout aficionados, a Black Note makes a grand statement about the art of the dark. And this beer comes in at 11.2%, so you know we're going to catch a good buzz. Also, this beer was packaged November 3rd of 2016, and it says that the shelf life is unlimited. So this beer is one of those that's ideal for storing away for a little while and cracking open in a special occasion. I've just been looking at it for a good couple weeks now, and I figured it's about time I crack this thing open. I will say this single 12-ounce beer cost me, I believe, $7.99 if I'm not mistaken. So I have a theme here with Bell's Brewing and how they seem to have ridiculously priced beers on occasion. Now, a Hop Slam that I had recently, while it was an outstanding IPA, I just felt like the cost was a little excessive considering it, I really wasn't slammed in the face by hops like it says. I know that they use honey, I believe, to kind of mute down some of the bitterness from the hops, but still, I mean, with a name like Hop Slam, I expect to be slammed by it. So to me, it just, while it was a great, outstanding tasting beer, just not really great for the value. I don't know what to say about this one yet. I will say it's kind of hard for me to pay the price of a 6-pack for a single 12-ounce beer. It's rare that I'll do that, but this does seem to be something special, so why not give it a try? All right, no more wasting time. Let's go ahead and pop the top on this bad boy and see what we've got on the pour. Man, that is a beautiful looking stout. It is as dark as night. You cannot see through it at all. There's very little head to it. I would say about a solid 1 to 1 1/4 finger of head there, but it is very thick and foamy, creamy, dark tan color. As for the aroma, oh man, you do get some delicious espresso and chocolate notes and the dried fruit kind of aroma. It's definitely coming off of this one, as well as that oaked, that bourbon barrel. Wow, aroma. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, let's give this one a taste. Wow. That is an outstanding stout. Beautiful. You don't taste any alcohol at all, and at 11.2? Yeah, that's insane. I mean, no alcohol. It's like up front, you're kind of hit with the bourbon barrel and some of that the dried fruit kind of notes, and maybe some of the espresso. But to me, that coffee, espresso, and chocolate note really comes in the aftertaste there. Let me give it one more. Yeah, to me, again, it's mostly that bourbon barrel with the dried fruit up front, and then towards the end there, you get that espresso and that chocolate. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's not overly heavy. It's rather, I mean, it is a creamy, thick beer, but I mean, it's got a good medium body, I guess it would be the easiest thing to say. All right, wow, this is pretty outstanding, but you know how I like to do things here. I'm gonna sit back, relax, sip on this thing, let it warm up a little bit. Some of those flavors are gonna come out more, some may diminish, but I don't know, I'll be back to give you my final thoughts at the last drop. And here we are at the last gulp, and like always, this one's for all of you, so salud. I mean, this really is an outstanding stout from start to finish. One thing I noticed is as it warms up, to me anyway, it seems like more of those bourbon barrel flavors kind of come out and begins to be a lot stronger in the front. And at the same time, the espresso and chocolate notes tend to kind of die down a little bit towards the end, as well as the dried fruit. You really just get a, kind of an intense, culmination of all those ingredients. Obviously, it's just harder for me to decipher and pick out the individual taste profiles, but man, it is an incredibly tasty beer. While I really do enjoy this, is it worth $8 or $9 for a 12-ounce beer? I go round and round about this, and again, friends and I have these kind of conversations. We've done a few podcasts where we talk about the cost of beers and, is it worth it, and all of these different special releases that breweries put out where people will stand in line for days, for not days, but hours waiting to get this special beer, and hardly anybody ends up getting it, and it's always overpriced. I often wonder, is it worth it to try this stuff? But it really depends, I guess, on your level of interest in trying new flavors within the craft beer world, because obviously these beers aren't something that the brewery can put out regularly, and they're very special, very limited release, so there's a small amount of them made. There's not a lot, and obviously because of the demand and how great tasting it is, a lot of people are going to go for it and go, yeah, I'm going to spend the money to get it each and every year. Me, on the other hand, I can find comparable beers that are much similar to this that are at a much more affordable price. Granted, the last one I had was the Old Rasputin oak barrel aged beer. Blah. Had like a mini stroke there for a second. But the Old Rasputin that was aged in the barrels was very similar in taste to this. And in general, honestly, I think Old Rasputin is somewhere around 10% in general just by itself. And it's an outstanding, great tasting beer. You can get 4 of those for just about the cost of one of these. So I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to say if I can really justify, as tasty as it is, buying this ever again just at that cost. It's so good, but I don't know, man. It's just the things that I do exploring new beers. I spend ridiculous amounts of money trying new flavors, but at least I can say I've tried it, I've experienced it, and I share my thoughts with you guys. Have you had this one? Have you tried the Black Note Stout from Bell's? If you have, let me know down below in the comments, and tell me what you thought. Did you think it's worth the money and the cost that you put into it? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, click right here to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And yeah, man, lots of good stuff coming soon, so stay tuned. I got good beers, I got hot sauce, I got food reviews, I got all kinds of good stuff, daily vlogs, so stay tuned, and as always, stay toasty, my friends.